line out? What stood out about Wally's game and why you chose him in third
He's freaking good. He is. He is really good. Let me tell you this. He's got a wrist right now. He broke his wrist. So in a time when people don't want to work out, I mean, we have guys ducking it. He does everything with a wrist and runs 4:37 with a cast on his wrist. It does everything, every drill, and it shows up on tape. You're talking about a 40-game starter in the Big Ten. The USC game is what did it for me. Like at the end of the USC game, he made some game-winning, stops in coverage. He's athletic, he's fast, he can play outside and in, gives us a lot of flexibility. Plus, he's got top-flight football character. So he was a really good fit for us.
We talked about traits. You talked about traits a lot, sorry.
Something he played with all year, and they just did it at the end.
He'll be ready for.
Yeah, no, I think he'll do stuff during OTAs, but I think fully clear by the time we get to camp.
You talked about traits in the past with certain players, and if they don't have certain traits, they have to have a specific skill or thing that stands out. What stands out to you about him?
Speed, toughness, instincts. He's got good ball skills. I mean, I think he's a really good football player.
You mentioned that he was told he could go anywhere from second round to sixth round. I mean, you feel confident that he was not going to last? Like if you waited?
That's why we took him. I don't care where everybody thinks they're going to go. I don't. We grade them and we take them. We think he's got a chance to be a really good starting corner in this league.
You think Lou will fly a little bit more sub packages?
Yes, unequivocally, he will. You're going to see a lot more dime. You'll see a lot more DB stuff, more DBs in the game, safeties and corners, whoever he's got at his disposal. You're going to see him playing a lot more on third down.
You guys traditionally like the taller corner. Is him being a little shorter a reflection on Lou having different preferences? Or?
No, not necessarily. Lou, I think everybody wants him big if we can get him big, but he's got always, if a guy is, and he's above 5, he's a 5, I think he's 5'10", 7, 5'10", 2, right in that area, but he's, his speed is unique, and his toughness is unique. So I always ask one thing we always ask is what unique do they have if they're shorter to overcome it?
Chris, with the characteristics are one thing, but you've got 3 Big Ten
It was a master plan. You like it when you get guys that, I want to say JT started 40 games. Wally started 42 games. These are experienced players, and they're not older. They're younger. They're by age, which is a little unique in this year's draft. There's guys up that are turning 25, 24, 25 years old, and that was one thing I was kind of peaked at. I said, man, these guys are still, they play a lot of football, but they're not, they're still under the age of 23.
With JT, is he a guy who can play outside and inside, like you picked in the past, or is he more outside?
He's more outside, but they kick him inside on third down at Ohio State. I felt really fortunate to get him, and I think everybody would tell you that in our room. There was a 3-game stretch in the playoffs that I think he ended up having 6.5 sacks between Tennessee, Texas, and Notre Dame, where he was outstanding. He's got some unique qualities. He's a big guy. He's a really good athlete. He can bend. He knows how to rush. He's got good length. We're excited to get him.
What were your conversations with Ryan Day? I know you mentioned that on the draft call.
Yeah, I just called and asked him. I asked about a few players. It wasn't just him. Other than he was probably the main talking point. No, Ryan, I guess I can say it. Ryan goes, I'm trying to figure out why he didn't go in the first round. We had a good grade on him. but he was pretty effusive with his praise.
A lot of-
Does JT have like a pre-developed toolbox of pass rushing moves?
Yes, yes, and I think, like kind of like Latu did a year ago. He's got a little more power than Latu had. But when they come into our league, I mean, there's still a developmental curve. I mean, there is. But he's got a good foundation to sure move forward with.
With Dio being leaving, was that really a priority to help fill that?
Well, I mean, look, we got Taekwondo. I mean, we've got a good group. And look, Dio was a really good football player, which, the market ended up showing, at least from, what he got paid. And he did a lot of great things for us. You can never have enough. I mean, like, you just can't. Especially as the season gets, it's 17 games. I mean, I know that's kind of everybody just kind of blinks at it, but I mean, it's a long season. I mean, you got to have as many, defensive linemen that can't ever have enough rushers.
Did you ever consider quarterback?
That's a good question, man. That is one loaded one too now, Joel. No, you did. It's a fair one too. There wasn't a point at this point where we probably would have considered winning the first 3 rounds. No, not yet.
You stressed competition with a lot of guys you brought in. You see that for Wally with maybe Jalen Jones' spot or somewhere there in the DB?
Well, we got other good, I mean, look, Juju, we still like Juju. I don't want to let's don't just flush him. We still like him. So I think just the more good players you have in the room, they all have a chance to get better and compete and help. And look, at some point you're going to need them all. I mean, like that's what I try to emphasize with our guys. Like, if they're on the 53, they're a starter. You have to look at it that way. Because at some point during the season, they're going to get thrown in a game in a crucial moment and have to play. Like, that's real. And your fourth end, all of a sudden you're looking up and he's playing 50 snaps. I mean, that's just the NFL. That's across the league. So, like, backup, yes, but they've got to be ready to play. You can't just say, okay, this guy's a backup. And no, every guy's important. Every guy dresses on game day is important.
JT mentioned that he had a chance to train with pros when he was in high school, and he was saying
With who?
He got a chance to train with pros in high school.
Okay.
Sorry, Franklin, and kind of serendipitous, but just having that standard early, how much do you think that might have helped him with that process? And then going to Ohio State and playing for programs and obviously have a super high standard.
I mean, that's good. I mean, I think anytime you get around people that are driven to work and be the best at what they do at their craft, I think that's good for anybody.
No trade back on day 1 or 2 is pretty rare for you.
Yeah. And we had some opportunities to do it. We were really convicted about, kind of who was on the board at the time. I mean, that's what you're doing. You're looking and, okay, who's on the board? What's it look like below on your board? And there was nothing that we just said, you know what, we got conviction. Let's just take where we're at and move forward.
What stands out to you about tomorrow?
I got to go back in there and look. I came back. I mean, we still got, where are we at in the round yet? I could have traded back. I mean, we could have extended this for y'all.
Don't ask Chapman.
Deeper in the white, don't ask that question.
Have there been any trends on the board so far that have kind of thrown you guys for the loop yet?
Not really. I will say this, like, I had a feeling right after we took Wally, you're going to start seeing corners start, kind of coming off, which they did. And look, if you want to look at like bigs, like O-line, D-line, I mean, they go, they get drafted.
Is offensive line something you're still looking at to kind of help you out?
Well, of course we will. I mean, but we're also going to look at running back. We're going to look at wide. I mean, we're going to look at the whole plethora of things. I'll tell you this. We took, with Gonzalez last year, we like Gonzalez, and he ended up playing pretty good football for us. And we think he's got a really bright future. Whether it's at tackle or guard, we'll see. But we'll have a good offensive line, when we start the season.
Any overall philosophy on ever drafting a kicker? I don't know if that's something you've ever done in your history, but
Probably not. Probably not.